Chit chat. What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? Good old Nick Diaz here, hanging out with you guys yet again. I'm here again. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I don't know. I should have done a test beforehand, but I did not do a test. It's all good in the hood. Anyways, we're here. That was the pre-show in the house. Hello, guys. How you guys doing? I'm joined by just myself for now. I'll be joined later on very, very soon by good old Birdman Shake the Scene. Move the camera a little more back. Think it's okay there, guys? You think it's alright? Do ya? Do you think it's okay? Anyways, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? I'm looking over here in the chat. I see Ryan over there. Thank you very much for the testing. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the test. You guys, you want to fuck around with me for a second? You guys want to have some fun? I'm gonna do something. Okay, something very, very quick. Okay, I just want to apply some visual effects here, guys. Let me go ahead and choose something in the background. Boom, I just wanted to fuck around. There we go. Is this better? Look at that. It's pretty cool, right? It's a pretty cool background. I like the background. I don't know. Casfay, what is up, Casfay? How you doing? I'm going to move over here more to the side so you guys can see me. Because I think I keep getting out of frame or something. I don't know. There's a lot of things. I'm not used to like being on camera and shit. So I got to like change a bunch of things around and see what works and what doesn't work. But hopefully you guys are here. Hello, hi, how you doing? But this is not the chat type background or anything back here. But I kind of want to steal it, dude. It's actually pretty cool. I like it. I think I'm going to use this for the chat tag for a while. I think it's a pretty cool background. You know, I don't know if like other podcasts kind of use the same thing. I think Will Valley does. You know what we're going to do? Let's look up Will Valley's Camel Moon shit on YouTube.com. Or YouTube.com, Jesus Christ. I'm going to look this up. I think he does this. Let's see, Camel Moon. Can someone do a counter how many times saying, I think I did that like 1,000 fucking times. But I'm curious if he has this same background. Let me see. Oh, well, YouTube's not working. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that just fucking sucks. Oh, Jesus. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys are here having fun with me and everything, too. You know, we're shooting the shit together as a family. As a family. Okay, here we go. I finally got to work. And it's not showing, that background. So, you know, I was lying. Look at me. Look at me. How full of shit must I be, huh? What a piece of shit. I can't believe I'm like that. Anyways, Cat's Face ain't vibing. Just got an email about potential music gig. Oh, fucking sweet, dude. Next month, feeling pretty good. How are you? I'm doing very, very good. You know, I'm a little lonely. There's not a lot of people around here, dude. I'm like by myself. I kind of like, you know, feeling sad and everything. I wish I had friends. Ryan saying you confused it for the background Toast, I think, which wasn't green screen. Yeah. No, I remember that setup for that. It wasn't necessarily this. I remember I saw something close to this on the Camel Moon. The reason why I know for sure that I'm not mistaken to an extent is that he uses for like a Zoom thing. It was definitely post Corona, so you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, I was wrong anyways, right? Why am I even like arguing with you? I'm fucking stupid. Anyways, how you doing, Ryan? Were you doing lots of like moderating stuff for a bunch of streams today? I know you do that all the time. It's really, really cool that you do that. So you know, it is what it is. Chet Hanks is the internet live version of B-Rad from Malibu's Most Wanted. So I never watched that. I don't even know who B-Rad is. I almost said B-Raid because I'm fucking stupid. But the thing is, though, what's going on with Chet Hanks? I'm going to look this up. Let's see. Let's look at the news, guys. You guys ready for some news? All right. Let me see here. I'm going to go ahead. Well, they changed Google. Why would you change Google? That's not funny. That's not cool at all. Oh, this is cringy. Chet Hanks explains what White Boy Summer is. Let's take a fucking look at this crap. He also shares his thoughts on Adele and viral fame alongside reportedly doing 100 burpees in a new interview. Okay, damn, like, so I guess he's kind of a fucking badass, eh? I think it's pretty cool, dude. That's fucking cool, man. Honestly, though, I'm gonna be straight up. I actually normally would think this is pretty badass. I'm just a little cynical, just because of the fact that like I don't fucking I don't care about celebrities anymore, or what people do. I don't give a shit, right? But like, you know, tell me this in fucking high school, and I would be like, oh, dude, that's fucking bad. 100 burpees, dude? What's a burpee, bro? Like, I've only burped like 3 times, like in fucking an hour. So, anyways, to quote another Tom Hanks movie, you are a sad, strange little man, and you have no pity. No, I don't even know what Tom Hanks' thoughts on his fucking son is. But anyways, let's go ahead and read this together, people. And if you guys don't like what we're doing, let me know, and I'll just stop reading this whole fucking thing in general. But it says, anti-vaxxer, rapper, and impression artist Chet Hanks, beloved actor Tom Hanks' infamous progeny, has finally cleared the messaging of his song and guiding lifestyle principle, Wild Boy Summer. In a new video interview for Channel 5, a journal. Damn, so this is like as local as Channel 5 fucking news. Like, who's giving a fuck about this? On Channel 5 News today, we ran out of shit to talk about. Chet Hanks says dumb shit. Stupid. I don't know why we're doing this. It says a new interview for Channel 5 journalist and YouTuber Andrew Callahan, because that's a fucking cool name. Hanks bared both his soul and his chest. During the interview, Callahan hit him with the question on everyone's mind, boldly asking, "Why are you so fucking stupid?" No, what is White Boy Summer? And what his response was, "White Boy Summer is me." As he took us to the essential level, to his essential level. He elaborated, White Boy Summer is fun, inclusive. White Boy Summer is love. It's about the white boys that love black queens. It's the white boys that are tuned, into the black girl magic. That's really what White Boy Summer is. So essentially what he's trying to say, guys, and I actually appreciate this from good old, Chet Hanks. He's saying that White Boy Summer is appropriation. Good job there, buddy. I appreciate the honesty. I do. You're still a fucking douchebag and really fucking annoying. Callahan followed up by asking Hanks how long he had preferred black queens, to which Hanks answered simply, "As long as I can remember." Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Look at this quote. As long as... Can you imagine how fucking weird he said that? Just imagine, just sitting there like, as long as I... Oh, I've been thinking that forever. White man. Black white man. It's like, it's fucking weird. It's creepy. Like, do you guys not get the creeps from that alone? And yet this dude's saying this, and he's fully aware of the complete dumb shit that he's making himself out to be on a public platform, and yet for some reason he's doing these interviews and he doesn't give a shit. It's fucking weird. It says it's a common theme throughout the interview, which begins with an investigation into the viral clip of Hanks attempting Jamaican patois? I don't know. On the red carpet, which he apparently learned by imitating a chick, I'm going to assume black chick, he was hooking up with around the time of the 2020 Golden Globe. So he's one of those guys, too, that likes to go out there and say, like, hey, by the way, I've been hooking up with black chicks, so I get the pass. They want to fuck me. Black chicks like me. Blah, blah, blah. I think he said black chips for a second, by the way. Black chips, as far as I know, black chips are only, like, those really hot sauce, or not hot sauce, those fucking, like, you eat it to prove how badass you are to take, like, hot food or whatever. Like, there's black chips like that, but I meant to say black chicks. But we should probably, honestly, for, like, a sub-alert, or not sub-alert, but, like, for a sub-goal one of these days, I'm totally down to do, like, hot sauce stuff and maybe even hot chips and have Jet and Alan and Roxy go through a whole, like, eating it and seeing what they can fucking... who can last the longest. I think that'd be funny. But we'll deal with that when we actually are successful, right? Brian says black chips, eating black chips on the black hips. Oh, yes, absolutely. Here's the thing, though. We got some people joining us, or a person joining us. Let's bring them in. Ryan Walters. Alan. I'm stupid. I called you Ryan Walterson, dude. I hear you clicking. So.
Damn it.
No, I can hear you. Can you not hear me? I don't know what the fuck's going on. That's alright. Hey, you know what? He's gonna try his best to get himself back in here, but it is what it is. Apocalypse, what's up, dude? How you doing? How's it going, Apocalypse? I was just trying to be joined by Alan Shakazine, the Birdman, as you guys know him very, very well, and throughout, the history of Double Toasted and everything. But, like, I think he's having some audio problems. What's funny is that he always... There you go. Alan! Alan! Alan!
That's so strange. I should be able to...
Ali. Aw, poor guy. Well, it is what it is. We're going to shoot the shit still, just talking everything. It's all good. But I'm sure he'll figure it out. What I was going to say is that usually he has this issue every time he starts. So, like, he usually fixes it within, like, 5 seconds or whatever. So, nothing really big, not a big deal. Black Knight says they teach history, Ron, in high school. Yes, they fucking definitely do. And they teach it, Ron, early. Like, if you're, like, in a place like Arizona where I was, I'm fucking in Arizona all the goddamn time. But I was in the good old AZ. Wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. Hey, Alan, can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
No. So, it was my fault.
Okay.
I was muted in the wrong thing. No wonder why. See, it's going good when I'm by myself because, like, no one's telling me they can't hear me. But, like, yeah.
No, because it threw me out because I'm like, I'm hearing the sounds. I'm hearing everything in the computer. There's something going on. Like, I don't know how to tell you. It might not be me.
But no, it was definitely me. So, yeah, you're good. But anyways, Hen, how you doing?
I'm good. I missed your message, so I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no, it's all good. But, like, at the same time, what's pretty bad, by the way, is, like, normally, if I was at this point, like, if anybody else was, like, at a point where, like, hey, we're going to show up at 8:15 CST, and then, like, you don't get a link, it'd be, like, cause of concern, like, holy shit. But because we run on Corey time and Double Toasted time, you're kind of like, oh yeah, like he's 8:15, but it's not gonna be 8:15. There's no fucking way. There's no way he's gonna be on time this time. So it is what it is. But how you doing though, man?
I'm doing good. Watching some Star Wars Vision.
Yeah, how many episodes did you get through?
I think I managed to somehow get through 2.
2. Well, you said somehow managed, like as in time or as in like quality of show?
As in quality of show. This show kind of sucks.
Oh no, you motherfucker! No.
Look! You guys are probably jacking up with the Star Wars, sure, but this reminds me of the Love, Death, and Robots of. Is there?
Yeah, that's great.
Cool... I don't like that show.
Well, I never seen that show, but like I like the idea of that show. But I mean, who knows if it's actually good or not? I don't know anything about anything. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming you talk about something else, but it's just one of those things where it's like when I first saw this concept, I'm like, look, I immediately don't like this just because I like longer form content. I like obviously Star Wars is not necessarily a lived in world, but it's a world you can do anything with. So I like The Mandalorian. You spend so much fucking time there with the Star Wars Visions. It's like I knew what I was going into. It's gonna be these short little like, hey, let's just give these to random animators, but. Like the first episode was pretty good, but it's just like
amazing. What are you talking about? How dare you?
It's pretty good. It's just like you're there, and I'm like, well, I like it's more of I guess this is happening. Cool. Let's not think about it. Second episode, I'm like, look, this just isn't for me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, I can respect that though. I mean, it is something different. And the thing is like you can't really assume that more than one episode is going to hit you because every single episode is different. So like, there's no you can't put an investment of quality into it before you actually see it because. It's so varying. There's so many variables that can change the way you're gonna like or whatever. Because I saw a little bit of the second episode, I didn't dig it as much. I thought it was okay, but it is what it is. And I saw the first episode, and I was like in love with the first episode. I was like, dude, this shit's so fucking cool. Like I cannot wait to watch all of this. And it's just it ain't it, dude. For you at least, which is surprising.
No, like
very
I looked at that. I looked at that, and I like longer form content. I want to stick in. Like the first episode, if that was a season of television, sure. Like watching it reminds me of Samurai Champloo. Or whatever, I'm not getting that show wrong, but it reminded me of something like that. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. But it's just like there's interesting things up there. They do cool stuff with lightsabers. Sith versus Sith. That was kind of cool. Second episode, I'm like, look, I honestly I didn't fucking like at all. I'm not a huge fan of musicals, and watching that, I'm like, look, I don't care. It's kind of interesting, cool, I guess. Episode 3, like, I'm just like, look, man, that ship design is fucking stupid, bro. I'm sorry. The one with the twins, I'm like, that's not how. Oh my fucking god! It's the dumbest ship design.
I'm
pretend that's on Earth. Pretend that's on Earth. So hey Nick, people say we're the fucking same or whatever the fuck. So we're gonna get our cars and we're gonna put like a fucking like mini car in between both of our cars and drive down the streets. Like what the fuck, yo? Fucking stupidest thing I've ever goddamn fucking seen.
I kind of like the idea.
And the thing is, it's not like I'm not an anime person. Like I'm not saying I'm the biggest anime guy. I generally do like anime, and I like Star Wars. And I think Star Wars is way more interesting when it's not the movies. And this reminds me very similar to the Animatrix of they'll do a bunch of random stories, but it's like I just don't care.
So really quick though, and I was actually looking at the what if thing. I don't know why I shouldn't have done that yet, but like I wanted to talk about
fucking what ifs.
Yeah, no, because I'm definitely not liking that just in general. I'm not a big fan of what if like literally at all. But I gotta tell you guys though, like the thing I like about essentially the Star Wars thing, as I show this trailer again. I really like that first episode because a lot of this that you're seeing here is definitely not the first. Here's the first episode right here. That's what they're showing. Yeah. But the thing is like they have this situation where right away they kind of explain things. I don't need to have like a whole fucking show or movie or whatever the fuck explain, which is cool because to be honest, at the very end of the day, as far as the things that you want to enjoy about fucking Star Wars, you can enjoy it without knowing every single thing about it. You know what I mean? You can literally enjoy it in the sense of like, hey, like I want to know who a Jedi is. I want to know how to distinguish a Jedi from like a Ronin or a Sith or whatever. And like in this, it's 12 minutes long of content because it's a 13-minute episode, but like you got the credits, you got like a little bit of people walking around, whatever. And like within that bit there, you find out that like, I know exactly who the Ronin is. I know exactly who a fucking Jedi is. I know why it's red. I know that why it's impressive that they have like a red fucking dildo fucking sword. Like, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like to get into Star Wars, this was one of the easiest ways I've ever gotten into Star Wars, and I think that's super duper cool. But I mean, I know that you didn't dig it, but yeah. But do you see why it's kind of good for like someone who like okay, actually put yourself in a situation, and I love talking about like douchebaggery moments or like moments where like fuckboy stuff because I used to be a fuckboy. So like imagine I'm gonna go on a date with a girl who's a fan of Star Wars. I have nothing to have a discussion with her with, right? But I go and I want to have something to bring to the conversation or like a nerd fest convention, whatever the fuck it is. I watch this and then I do like a little bit of a Watch Mojo video, whatever. I need to know everything to have a conversation with, and I can actually nerd out about shit. If someone brings up the word Ronin, if someone brings up the word Sith, I actually know what they're talking about. I didn't have to sit through 8 hours of horse shit. You know what I mean?
No, in any way, shape, or form. I think this is just a bunch of random thing of like, hey, look what happens when we give it to a bunch of animators from across the world. I'm like, that's a cool idea, but there's not enough here to really. It's the exact same problem I have with Love, Death, and Robots. Of there's not enough to get into it. It's like, yeah, that first episode was kind of cool, but that's it. It didn't go on long enough. Like, this person shows up, and this person has this really cool concept for a lightsaber, and about 10 seconds in, abandons it. I'm like, okay, that was a lot of build-up for nothing. Oh, we're going to have this half-decent fight on a log, and then not. And then it just ends, and you're like, I fucking guess. And I like the art style is kind of cool. You couldn't necessarily even tell the background or I want to say that the main chick was black, but I didn't actually even realize. So I'm like, oh, wait, the hair, and I'm starting to notice now. I like the art style because you couldn't really tell. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Second episode comes like, bro, I couldn't fucking care less. Like, I legit just could not care less. The third episode, I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. But it's a situation where it's like, of course I can't enjoy it. I can't sink my teeth into it. This is a situation of like, I don't even know how to fucking describe it. It's like, it's like what fucking wine tasting. You walk in, you're like, taste this wine. Like, I fucking guess I enjoy it. Sure. Let me talk about it for 2 fucking seconds and pretend like, oh, the autistic merits of this episode. I really enjoy when the Ronin walked to the left. It really signifies him shifting to the light side instead of being on the dark side. I don't give a fuck. I'm there for 10 fucking minutes. Who cares?
I 100% agree with you in that sense. But
it's the Animatrix, the exact same thing. And the Animatrix, to me, the Animatrix is cooler to talk about than the actual Animatrix.
Yeah, well,
the actual Animatrix is dull as fuck. But I can tell you some cool shit about it.
But no, because here's the thing about this though is like I don't feel like the Matrix fans were really like, oh right, we get to get like our Star Wars, our Matrix on. Like we don't. Like,
they love that shit. They love that more than the third movie. Because everyone's like, holy shit.
Oh, well, that's different. That third movie, no one fucking liked. That movie's terrible. Like, everyone fucking hates it.
But a situation where, dude, half the Star Wars movies fucking suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking said it. But a situation where Animatrix came out, everyone's like, holy shit, the Animatrix, holy shit, the video games. Because it expanded the lore better than the movies did. And again, very similar situation. But again, the Animatrix is cooler to talk about. There's a fucking episode of Animatrix in which a dude runs himself out of the Matrix. Because when he's a track star and the Matrix...
It actually sounds a lot like Infinity Train.
Yeah, actually very similar. So the dude's like running, he's a track star, he's running. But what the machine can't account for is like his spirit and his will. Because you know how you have that where you're working out, you get that little bit of energy, you don't know where it came from, but like the last little bit of your workout, the machine couldn't account for that. So when he gets that last little burst, he wins the race at that time, and then just wakes the fuck up.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that. That's pretty cool.
Coolest thing about it. Does it go anywhere? Fucking no.
Yeah. Well, really quick though, I'm gonna read the chat a little bit just so you know. I mean, and granted, like we got topics, we got things to talk about and everything too. I might not do the phrase dead thing. I only put that on there, and I make sure to put maybe because if you got through our topics pretty fast, or Chris was like starting to show pretty quickly, I want or not so quickly. I was going to make sure to have something ready. So
and we could talk about the what ifs because I don't know if you guys did reviews for any of them.
We did not. But anyways, in the chat, I want to read this stuff. Apocalypse says there needs to be an honest conversation about Star Wars because it's been putting up more L's than W's. So I'm not going to talk anything about that. I'm going to let you just keep it down to a minute. But what are your thoughts on that particular thing that he just said, though? Because yeah, I mean, I agree with him. But go ahead.
You know what I can do in a minute.
Yeah. That sounds like I can fucking rock your world, but it'll only be a minute. I only got a little bit.
Honestly, look, I'm gonna be straight up. Star Wars is one of those overrated franchises that ever goddamn seen. No other franchise in the entirety of the history can get away with the most bullshit Star Wars does. Star Wars fucking has 9 movies and only 3 of them are actually any fucking good. And even those are fucking arguable. It is a situation where we redesigned cinema and it just coasted through that entire career on that exact same fucking basis. Most of the interesting stuff that comes with Star Wars, much like Halo, came from the fucking fans. A lot of the external stuff that's not the fucking movies is way more interesting. But the problem is, much like the Halloween franchise, you don't actually know it's canon and it's plot. It's usually just kind of fucking made up. That's the situation I have with the Star Wars vision. When you give it to anyone else but George Lucas, it becomes way more interesting. The problem is everyone wants to fucking go through and give it to the original fucking creator for some goddamn fucking reason. Much like the Aliens and Ridley Scott situation, every single time someone else but him does something, it's almost interesting. Except when Disney corporatizes it and just ruins it to the fucking ground. Right now, Star Wars has no fucking identity as a franchise, so it just does whatever fucking random bullshit that it does. Much like DC. Yeah, Star Wars and DC are very similar goddamn fucking franchises because they're just throwing at random shit, and usually the smaller budget shit does way better than the high budget shit.
Good job.
Yeah,
that's what I can do to me. Good job. Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
I didn't prep that. I don't prep that. I just fucking went.
I know, because you're a fucking nerd. No, but it's cool. You're a great nerd. Nerds are awesome. Yay for you.
They're just jealous you can't do it.
You know, I can do it. Can I do it really fast?
You can try.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do it Alan style. Okay.
Wow.
I love
You didn't even bother to attempt.
All right.
Four of them are good. Bullshit. Shit.
Wait, who said? Four of them.
Mauricio was like 4 of them. I'm like, look,
Yeah,
man, most people don't like A New Hope. So
okay, well, can I say? Okay, let me say this. Not good, but can we say what's average? Like what
Sure,
passes
that's
as a
fair.
movie? Okay, I agree with him then. I think maybe 5 of them are good or 5 of them are okay. Phantom Menace. I'm sorry, dude, but like I don't hate that movie. I know that sounds like I'm being an asshole. Oh, okay, you agree?
Yeah, actually, rewatching it, like, it's not. I mean, that's not the Metachlorian line. It's actually not a bad movie.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I mean, Jar Jar is fucking ridiculous, but it's
Oh
like,
my god, don't get me started on Jar Jar.
but it's just a kid. It's a kid's thing, dude. You can't fucking get like.
Watch me. So are
Okay,
Pixar
whatever.
movies.
Well, yeah. No, I thought you didn't agree with the whole Pixar movies are you can't say they're kids movies because I'm a big grown up and I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, there are also kids movies.
Okay, cool. But no, I think Empire Strikes Back is an average movie and it's one of the best movies before the like new sequels came out. I honestly love Force Awakens like as a movie. Fuck Star Wars as a movie. That movie's amazing and the sound effects is amazing. The action scenes are amazing. The characters are cool. Finn's cool. Poe's cool. And I love Kylo Ren. Oh, dude, he's so fucking awesome in that movie.
Yeah, the Force Awakens is probably one of the better ones. Like to me, it's like I went back. Actually, it was weird because I remember it was like I can remember every other Star Wars movie for some fucking reason. I can never remember Empire Strikes Back. I never knew why. And I guess maybe I just never watched it or never internalized it. So watch it recently. Like yeah, no, Empire Strikes Back is a fantastic movie. I think that which is what I fucking god. I keep confusing the Return of the Jedi and A New Hope as which is the fucking first one.
Oh yeah, New Hope's the first one.
Okay, A New Hope is the first one.
Yeah. By the way, the other one has the title of Return of the Jedi. How do you think that's the first one?
I don't fucking know. The Star Wars titles are terrible.
Yeah, I agree with that shit.
Like I honestly, right now, if you put a gun in my head, I actually still think the first one is a Return of the Jedi. I don't. It fucking it starts with Jedi doing shit. I don't fucking know. Any fucking way. That was pretty good introducing the stuff. You get interesting characters. You get a progression, cool villain, and ends with some cool ass shit. And then Empire is like, holy shit, this is cool. I love the name Empire Strikes Back. I think that's fucking awesome. Then the fucking third one, I'm like, this movie kind of sucks. I'm like, whatever. Trilogies usually the third one sucks.
Return of the Jedi is fucking garbage. I cannot stand that fucking movie.
Then the prequels come out. I'm like, yeah, what you call it? Phantom Menace is not bad. Attack of the Clones is one of the worst movies I've ever fucking seen. Jesus Christ, that thing happens. Yeah. And Revenge of the Sith has the best ending I've seen in a movie in a long fucking that's one of my favorite.
That's the only thing of that movie that I think is like almost bad because like that ending with that lava. You're talking about the lava part, right? And then he goes, no.
The last 30 minutes, the moment. No, the last 30 minutes when he fucking shows up on the ship, and it's a situation where these guys have been friends for like 3 movies. And you see that friendship break down, and you're like situation where it's like he's trying to talk him down, like, "Hey, you fucking crazy, stupid motherfucker." That's like me at the fucking end of the whatever, and you came up on a fucking ship trying to talk me down. I'm like, no, I joined Julian. He gave me a shot.
Oh yeah, I know, right, dude? Wow, that's
I think double toasted is evil.
Yeah,
and you are truly lost, Alan. But like you see that friendship break down, you're like, you know it's supposed to happen because Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, they fight in 20 fucking years. But because of the fact that the movies, like, I don't want to say they did it well, but the fact that the movies actually had these characters interact and be friends, you feel that friendship break down because Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan's a great actor, and Hayden Christensen exists. So you actually get that feeling. So when the fight happens, fight's great, but it's the emotion that led up to it. I think it's a situation that there are 2 brothers. That's why when they're fighting, they're not necessarily like going for like kill shots immediately. It's like they're trying to disable each other because they're still friends.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree with you, dude. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to make this whole thing about fucking Star Wars. Just really quick, my rating for the first episode of Star Wars Visions, I think it's a 4.5 out of 5. It's damn near perfect. It's fucking amazing. The only thing I wish would just be kind of switched a little bit is I think like the credits take too much of the 13-minute allotted time slot for the episode, and it's like they could have used either a little more dialogue or just a couple things to just make it a little less confusing. I mean, it's not that confusing. It's a really simple. It's just a fight scene.
It's not there.
There's nothing for lore of Star Wars. Like there's stuff there that like Star Wars fans will be, and Star Wars fans are so easy to please and to disturb. But like if you say like midichlorian, they're like, oh my god, I know that. Whatever the fuck. So and then some of them are like, midichlorians. So no matter what, it's like you're gonna piss off half the fucking audience anyways. But the thing is that the episode is really just action. And to be honest, maybe we need that sometimes with Star Wars. Maybe it's so stupid. Let's just fucking have action. Let's have a good time with these abilities that these characters have, and that's why I think 4.5 is great. But it could use a little bit of explanation, because if there is somebody like my girlfriend or my mom or just some a friend I have, if they watch it, they are. I would have to explain why these words that they're being used is actually a big deal, or else they'll just look at it like, oh, it's some random Star Wars shit, and who gives a fuck? At that point, watch a YouTube fan video. Who cares? But you're rating for the first episode, and you're rating for the second episode if you can.
First episode is probably like a 3 because it was visually interesting, and I just like the idea that to me, I could take an entire episode based on just the art style and just the world of like, not necessarily like how every episode he fights a Sith, but just like, what's this dude's story? What's this dude's background? Is this after, like, this clearly must be before, this must be before the fucking Empire does its thing, because, there are a bunch of Dark Lords running around and no one says anything about the Skywalkers. But it's like, I was like, that first episode had so much potential. I was so excited. I was like, I think I even texted you, hey, first episode's not that bad. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait for the next. And then the second episode happens. I'm like, ugh. But as far as it's a situation, I'm like, this is just Love, Death, and Robots. To me, I like long form media. I will sit down and watch 7 hours of your media, because the longer your world exists, the more I'm embedded into it, as long as it's a good fucking world. Yeah. But when it comes to short form content, you're telling me don't care. You're telling me do not get invested at all, which means I don't care who lives or dies, because as soon as the credits hit, it doesn't fucking matter. Same reason I hate the fucking what ifs, but we'll get to that later. But I watched it, I'm like, as kind of interesting as the first episode is, I can give it more than a 3, because like, you have this cool concept of a lightsaber that's not just a sword, and you abandon it immediately because you're like, fuck it. We don't feel like animating a fight scene with this incredibly interesting fucking weapon. We're just going to go back to a standard fight scene and do about maybe like 25 seconds of it. It just, to me, it felt like whatever potential you had just got constrained by the time you had.
Yeah.
So 3 out of 5. Second episode is like a fucking 1, bro. Like, I do not fucking care. This feels like the fucking, like, I don't even know what to describe, like, the episode. It feels like a random fucking, if you know what it is, it feels like a Pixar short. But just in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah. No, I mean, and I agree with that. I didn't watch the entire thing, which is weird. I'm like, wow, at a certain point, guys, I'm literally, like, unable to watch shit that's 13 minutes long. It's like, oh, I should probably find another way to watch these fucking movies or whatever at a better time. TV shows, etc., episodes. But, yeah, I think that's the idea, though, that they're all shorts. So it's like, it feels like a Pixar short. It's like, oh, well, it's a short, I mean, but I totally get what you're saying, though.
At the end of the day, like, look, maybe he prefer, again, I know that he prefers, just because of his time constraints, he prefers short form content. He wants to be in and out as soon as possible and basically, get bite size. He prefers the appetizer. I want to stay for a full fucking meal because I want to stay. Like, for again, if you took first or second episode and I'm going to do an entire season of it, that's fucking fine. I will do that. I will give you the commitment. But 10 minutes is not enough for me to care. In fact, 10 minutes is you might as well be like Star Wars Vision. Don't give a shit. Don't give a shit at all.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the biggest thing too. Is like to get on your side a little bit too. Is like you're in a situation where you should be able to find a way to please both audiences, and you can't do that all the time. It's impossible to fucking please everybody.
They don't expect
you can. Yeah, but like when it comes to Star Wars, especially somebody who has that much money involved in their series, you could potentially try to do something here. So it's just odd that that's not the case. But yeah, man, I mean, that's how we feel about, so far the 2 episodes of Star Wars Visions. But the entire series is out, so go watch it on Disney Plus. It's all there, 9 episodes, and I'll probably go on like on a post show or whatever and review the entire thing because I'm having a good time with it. I don't think Alan probably wants to watch a whole lot more, but I mean, we'll see if you change your mind.
It's so short that it's like 10 episodes is 90 minutes. It's like an hour, and it's like it's one of those things where it's like, look, you can't please anybody, and I've said this before. You can't please anybody, so it's either you don't bother or you just please whoever you want to please. Look, I get it. Yeah. It's not for me. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, this is bad. I literally said I don't fucking like it. I didn't say it was bad. I was like, this is not for me. This like I did not enjoy it because again, I want to spend more time in the world. Yeah. Like again, I've never complained about things being too long. I always complain things are too fucking short. And this is a situation where Star Wars Vision, there needs to be more.
You know what you just said?
What?
I never complain about things being too long. I only complain when they're too short.
Yeah.
White girl.
2021, anyway, get the program.
Jakanake says, you're right. He was getting trained in the holiday special, though. Oh, God, let's not talk about the holiday special.
No, because Finn is, so like, in the fucking, the sequel trilogy, it's like, oh, Finn's force sensitive. They do absolutely nothing with that at all throughout the entire fucking trilogy.
Yeah. But anyways, moving on, though. So you know, I don't really want to talk about What If right now. I mean, I know we probably should and everything, but, you know, people are going to be watching the Double Toasted thing. They're doing it right now, actually, guys, and it's going to be a very, very short show. So I normally don't say this, but go watch Double Toasted. But you can watch them, you know, afterwards, you know, in the VOD, just like you can with us. But right now, we're going to react to the chat 100%. You know, I feel like we're still one of the most communicative. We haven't been that much communicative lately because we've thrown off a little bit by the camera stuff. And hopefully, I don't know if you can notice, but I think I fixed a couple of things. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Is it jumping? Oh yeah, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah.
But like as far as the what if stuff, the reason I want to talk about it, we don't have to
Oh,
go
you know,
long
actually,
into it.
go ahead. Yeah, I won't say nothing. No, I'm just gonna let you do it like 2 minutes. Go.
Yeah, sure, no problem. My quick thing is I remember yelling about this prior that I think the what if series is stupid because they just take these questions that either no one ever gave a shit about or they're questions that so like it's really not that interesting. That's the exact same problem. The biggest problem I have with the what ifs, and I've seen 4 episodes, every justification for the events of the what ifs is fucking stupid. There's not a single reasonable justification for anything that's happening. Episode 1, this whole building's on fire and everything's being blown up. Hey, get into this machine. Or I could take the vials out like I did prior and we just rebuild it. It's so expensive. You're in the height of World War II. America did not care about the fucking bills, bro. Like, if the fucking building's on fire and it's like, no, you got to review this movie. Why? Mauricio paid for it. Bro, my building's on fire. No, review it. You're the only one that can review it. I'm like, the building's on fire. We could do it in a week. Like, don't worry about it, bro. Oh, no, I got to get in here. Like, why would you? That's such a dumb justification. The rest of the episode, not bad. Episode 2 is the stupidest fucking justification. Okay, and all respect to Chad Bogan, fantastic voice actor. It's a goddamn fucking shame. Like, it is a shame. I'm like, you fucking voice acting, this man can do everything. But that episode, stupid justification too. Oh, hey, Star-Lord, you're about to be a king. Oh, sorry, hey, Jadal, you're about to be a king and you have everything you fucking want. You want to fuck out to space for 20 fucking years? You have everything you ever fucking wanted. What, do you want to just leave just because you're kind of bored? Like, that's your justification? Like, it made sense for Chris Pratt's character because his mom basically died and there's nothing but pain left on Earth. So it makes sense that the kid's going to run away and he runs away to space. Why would he ever come back? Earth is like the pain. But, like, Black Panther, T'Challa's character has so much on Earth. Like, so much going on. That's like, the fact that he doesn't come back, it's like, oh, we have to lie to him. I'm like, really, bro? Like, that's such a stupid justification. And don't get me started and all the stupid shit in that episode. But then episode 3 comes out. Episode 3 to me is the worst one. Like, oh, hey, we're going to do something ballsy. We're going to kill all the Avengers in the dumbest way possible and the most nonchalant. And
it'd be like, you do not like superheroes dying.
No. But at least if you're going to kill them, make it, I don't know, make it seem like someone cares. That'd be the equivalent of like, oh, hey, Nick's my best friend. I know this guy for 5 years. I don't know what to do without him. Oh, he just got killed. So, guys, like, what's up? You want to grab a coffee? That's Nick Fury the entire fucking episode. Oh, hey, this man that you've been
but that's how he is on the movies. He's terrible.
He's not. He's way better in the fucking movies than he is. Like, but then again, in the movies, people are dropping dead left and fucking right. At least, I don't know, showcase you give a fuck. Hey, your best friend just died over the phone. You want to, I don't know, care? And then de facto make Ant-Man the strongest Avenger? Fuck off. That's so fucking stupid. And by the way, this is a personal thing. Hulk would not die like that. You don't kill the Hulk. And the Hulk does not die like that. That is the stupidest way I've ever seen anyone kill the fucking Hulk. So you mean to tell me that a muscle inside of a bone cage would somehow kill something that can regenerate like Wolverine? That's fucking stupid. And Thor just died. Oh, fucking God. It's just, you kill these characters and you do nothing with them. And then the episode fucking ends with, oh, Loki just came in. It's like, oh, fuck off. This is so lazy. Episode 4 is not bad. That's all I have to say. Episode 4 is not bad.
So, I haven't watched the show, so I don't know. I watched the first 3 episodes.
I'm sorry. Did I spoil the entire thing?
Well, no, because the fucking internet won't shut the fuck up. So this is spoiled day one every single time. To the point where it's like, I'm not going to rush to watch this shitty show just so you guys don't spoil something for me. Because, by the way, to put this out here, if the shit ruins the show when it's spoiled, that means it's not worth my fucking time. So, for me, it's just like, yeah, dude, it's problematic. And then they did like this thing, the Marvel Zombies thing.
Marvel Zombies, yeah. And I've heard mixed things about that one.
Well, the thing is like, okay, that's cool. I don't know how far they went, whatever, but it's like, we're getting a lot of zombie shit. Right now, I was just watching Night of the Animated Dead. We're going to review that tomorrow. Or sometime soon, because tomorrow's gonna be a big video game day for Nintendo Direct and things like that. But like, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of zombie shit, and then you're gonna like have superheroes fight zombies, and you can only go so long or so crazy with it, whatever the fuck. And then like, you know, some of these other episodes, I just feel like these are not things that people want. You're not reading the room. I like the randomness of it. I disagree with you wholeheartedly about just like the randomness of like, well, there's really bad justification. The worse justification, the better for me, because it's unpredictable.
What?
Oh yeah, because
it makes no sense. Like the worst, the justifications to me aren't warranted. It's like,
oh yeah, well
you've
already said that, but like I'm just because like the other spectrum of it is just essentially like it's the randomness is the reason why we're watching What If. Like that's them reading the room. Imagine if someone did a raffle and it's like, and then you just picked out two names. Now let's see if we can write a cool concept to have these characters go against each other, and then even if these characters' personalities, charisma, chemistry, abilities, lack of abilities, even if they don't mesh, we're doing it and we're gonna animate it, and it's gonna be either shitty or it's gonna be good. We don't know, but like you guys are watching the show, and we are legitimate in saying that like we're gonna do something random. I feel like that promise they've actually done. I think they met that promise. You don't think so?
I mean, in theory, yes, but to me, it's like it's almost like you always make this complaint of like toy box fucking analogies of like, hey, we already have this toy set, you know, but Captain America is in this toy set. What if we just took a random character and put it in? What ends up happening? Like, I'll give it this: the episodes themselves, they do sometimes interesting stuff. Like with the first episode, there's a glorious fucking action scene. Like there's several glorious action scenes. I'm like, you work with what you got. But like my issue is like I have to sit here and pretend that I didn't just sit through the dumbest fucking explanation possible. It's like imagine if someone told me that like you're watching The Dark Knight and it's like, oh no, you're watching T2. It's like by the way they're actually this is a My Little Pony cosplay. You're like, what?
Yeah.
They're actually in the My Little Pony universe. I'm like, okay, watch T2. I'm like, T2's fantastic, but I can't get past the My Little Pony shit.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, and like that's the thing. I'm just trying to show you like why I'm okay with it, even though like you would think. And here's the thing, like to kind of like say what I think Alan was probably thinking, but he didn't say it because he's being nice to me. It's a little full of shit on my part that I'm like, no, I'm okay with this bad justification because in all Marvel movies, if it's bad justification, I get pissed. Endgame is one of the biggest examples of that. I was so fucking mad on the reasoning why everyone came back or they were able to fight Thanos, etc., etc. But the thing is, like, that's a storyline that many movies busted their fucking ass for a decade to pull off, and Endgame just got this Mona Lisa statue and just drew a fucking mustache on it. And I was like, you cunts. Like you shit on art. Like, and I hate saying this because I want to be like one of those fucking Marvel fanboys. And trust me, I'm not. I hate the shit. But like, you know, inarguably, they did something special, man. They had a fucking 10-year storyline building and building and building and building and building. And we can disagree on the quality of all those things, but they did something special. And Endgame just shit on it. And it's like, well, if you're gonna do that, dude, we should have made Endgame in 2015 then. You know, why do we wait so fucking long for that bullshit? You know, like, what the fuck? So yeah, I don't know. I'm like mad like a fucking nerd would be, you know, and I don't even care that much about this, but it's just it's frustrating because I still love movies sometimes, you know. I think they're cool, and you know, I like some of the characters. Iron Man, I love, you know. So you know,
and I love superheroes too. I grew up with this shit, and for episode 3. One of the comparisons people had was an episode of Batman episode of the Batman episode of Batman the Animated Series in which it starts off with I think like somebody attacks Barbara Gordon. She's dressed as Batwoman and she falls off a building and dies, and that's how the episode starts.
Yeah,
and it just goes through where Gordon loses his goddamn mind, starts fucking attacking the Bat family, explosions and shit. Everything is crazy, gigantic. It's an action scene for like the entire fucking 20 minutes. Then it turns out it's a dream sequence. You're like, oh, okay. But it was basically like, you know, a version of what if, you know, this happened, like, well, like how crazy would the police commissioner get if that happened? And to me, it's like, if people are like, oh, it's, you know, that episode is better because they committed to it. It's like, no, they didn't. It's the same shit. It's a different universe. That's my biggest problem with what ifs. The what ifs are usually excuses for them to kill a main character and then tell a different fucking story. And it's like, they don't do anything interesting with these concepts. They don't do it for most episodes because like episode 2 had a lot of dumb shit. Episode 1, at least it was fun to watch the fights. But like to me, it's like I've never liked What Ifs. I've never liked Elseworlds story. If you're gonna do something, fucking commit to it. Like I don't like Endgame. I have my fucking issues with it. They committed to it. At least within the fucking movie, they committed to it. Yeah. But as per usual, Marvel doesn't know anything about consequences, so it doesn't commit to anything outside of fucking movie. But that's another rant for another day. But it's a situation where it's like someone did a poll earlier, best fucking show. and between Wanda and Loki, and I'd say Loki only because I think that overall I liked it more. But I like, from episode to episode I enjoyed Loki more, but I liked them both because they took characters, they grew the characters, they fucking gave consequences, and they made consequences for future movies. Same thing, in both cases, and that's why I liked it. With the what ifs, it's like, if there's going to be any sort of consequences, I couldn't fucking care less. It's going to be a situation where it's like, oh yeah, I think that happened in a 20-minute episode of some, what if fucking Captain America ate his frisbee or some stupid shit.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Moving on, though, I want to bring up something really quick, too. As Luke Crow actually agrees with you, and how Black Knight says I want DC to animate their version of What If, Tales from the Dark Universe. We'll talk about that when it makes sense.
Depending on what they do, they might be able to opt. I've been more of a DC fanboy than a Marvel, but then again, it could be the exact same thing.
Yeah, no, and I mean, and I'm willing to be fair about it because I do like some DC and I like a lot of stuff that they did. But moving on from that though, I want to bring up something that's actually very, very important. This is actually one of the more important topics we're gonna be having for the show because it does have to do with video games, and it just is what it is. Can you guess what I'm talking about there, Alan?
If you segue this into fucking a Nightmare on Elm Street review, I'm gonna kill you.
No, but definitely going to segue this into a very interesting video game topic that we have. It is the gas station simulator video game. This is very, very cool.
Check your fucking emails.
So I really don't like my computer.
Oh, really?
It doesn't make any fucking sense that it closed down my fucking window.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Yeah, it sucks. Hopefully it doesn't do it again. But you know what? It's 2021 where all technology fucking sucks. Moving on. That's pure anger you guys just saw. But anyways, moving on. Gas Station Simulator Beginner's Guide, Tips and Tricks. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's funny. Must be April 1st. Oh, wait, no, it's fucking September. What the fuck is this? And I went on Steam and I looked this up. This is an actual thing, dude. There's a gas station simulator. And I gotta tell you, dude, I really want to play the fuck out of this game.
Why? Dude, I
think about how cool, because there's a lot of shit that happens at that gas station, dude. Like, how far do you think they're gonna go with the? Do you think bums hang out in the front like, oh, I want money, god damn it, fuck?
Every game that ends in simulator sucks.
Yeah.
Everyone.
House Flipper was good, but it's not.
Okay, that's not called cleaning your fucking front lawn simulator.
Thank you. No, legit.
Well, by the way, did you know they're making a fucking a city version of it where like your city you buy like apartments and shit and like you clean up like. Dude. Yeah, you clean up the apartments and you can refurnish the apartments and shit and then sell them and like you're becoming a real estate dude. That shit looks dope.
That's cool. What are they gonna call it? Like Real Estate Tycoon or something?
No, it's like House Flipper or something. Oh, I can't fucking remember what it's called. It's called House Flipper or something.
That's such a great idea, though. Okay, so here's the thing. We're not going to talk about fucking gas stations. I mean, I'm just joking around.
I honestly didn't believe you. I figured you would. It's just called House Flipper City.
Okay, well, which is fucking badass. But I think the main question I want to ask here is, like, there's a lot of stuff that I think they made simulators for that I was surprised, like Farm Simulator, and there's like number 19. I think it's called 2019.
No, there's a lot of them. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually went up to like fucking 15 plus 20.
Yeah, that'd be fucking ridiculous. But I want to ask you, is there a simulator game, like, or is there a thing that happens in life that you want simulated into a video game? Like, what is it? What's left?
There's literally, I think the funniest one was a PC Builder Simulator, which like simulated you building a fucking piece. Yeah, no. I'm saying like I can't think of anything stupider than that. Because they have every sort of other bullshit, but it's like I can't fucking think of anything more than like they've had simulators, they've had game simulators.
Dude, they have a lawnmower simulator, and I was like, oh, dude, like I want to do that for Mexican Independence Month.
Oh god, I'm not touching that one at all.
I'm Mexican, just so you guys know. I can make that joke.
You can't.
I mean, I probably can actually. Yeah, you're right, but I'm going to. I already did. I should have thought about it before I said it, and now it's out there in the universe. So sorry. But yeah, I do want to play that game soon, guys. If you want me to play it, let me know, and I'll buy that fucking game, and I'll play the fuck out of that shit. I refuse
to play any game with simulator at the end of it. I don't care how fucking good it is.
Surgeon Simulator is some bullshit. Remember
fuck Surgeon Simulator. Surgeon Simulator would be cool if it actually did its like title, and you actually were doing real surgery and shit.
Someone said someone made a devious lick simulator game, probably on Android. Ooh, Jesus fucking Christ, really? That's strange as hell. But
Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, he's racist, and I said some racist shit.
Oh, okay. I was like,
by the way, I was gonna watch Cry Macho, but I'm not gonna sit there and have some fucking toxic masculinity person tell me that I'm being a toxic masculine person. Like, fuck you.
I keep seeing that trailer.
It took him 90 fucking years to learn that lesson and not be a toxic masculine person. What's the fucking word for that?
Toxic masculinity.
No, I know, but like, what do you call a person who has that?
Not a misogynist. That's more of someone that just thinks less of women.
Okay.
And just toxic
A man.
masculinity.
Yeah, but anyways, no, but like it took him 90 years to learn how not to be that kind of guy, and then he's gonna fucking lecture me about it. Like, hey, motherfucker, the rest of the entire world passed you and that shit. You should have learned that a long fucking time ago, asshole.
Every time I look at the fucking trailer, I keep thinking that's a fucking like Walk Hard or some sort of fucking parody of like a Clint Eastwood movie.
Yeah, it might as fucking will be as stupid as shit. But anyways, the next thing I want to bring up really quick, and this is just very, very fast, and it's gonna be all. This is going to be all you, chat, and it's going to be all you, Mr. Alan Shakazine. Your thoughts on the chances of tomorrow we get to see Breath of the Wild 2?
Prepare to be disappointed.
I don't think that's the case. I think you're wrong. I think you've put yourself in that position so you don't fall down so far down the fucking ladder when something goes wrong.
I just want Wind Waker on the Switch. Is that too much to ask?
Mm-hmm. That doesn't even make sense.
Yes, it does. Oh, hey,
we already passed the second North American. We passed the North American birthday.
I know, and I'm fucking mad because it's like they don't care about Legend of Zelda. Oh, hey guys, you want to play? We're gonna put a fucking Zelda game on the Switch. Guess what? It's the worst. It's arguably the fucking worst one based on all the fan fucking ratings. Like people do not fucking like Skyward Sword. That game is so fucking terrible. They realize, hey, the only way we can make this work on a fucking
game.
modern
God
system
damn,
is not. You've never played it.
Yeah, I beat it, you dipshit. Like, yeah.
Then how the fuck did you sit there and play that fucking first or third temple?
Because I'm not a psycho like you. It fucking is a fun game.
Terrible. I hate that fucking game.
Even when you build up to fight that skeleton boss, that was fun too. Like
the only good part of that entire fucking game is the last fucking like 25 minutes where you fight an army of fucking dudes and then you go and fucking.
Oh, dude, just play Dynasty Warriors. Just fucking play Dynasty Warriors. You keep talking about how you don't like it, but you literally do it all the time. You always bring up shit that game does.
Because there's no heft to the combat.
Maybe you fight enemies later on that have the heft.
Yeah, the one guy you have to spend 40 either all the enemies have no heft or they give you an enemy that has too much heft that you spend an hour fucking fighting. That it's like, why am I playing this game? Heft. You can play better fucking games like the Shadow of Mordor games, which are fucking amazing. But
or you can play Remember Me. Or
you can go fuck yourself. But like playing fucking Skyward Sword, I'm like, I can't fucking get past these controls. I can't get past how bad this story is. I can't get past how much like this just doesn't. This feels like the most random mismatch of Zelda temples I've ever goddamn seen. Everything is a shitty puzzle. And it's like it's the worst fucking one. As opposed to getting a cult classic, which was Wind Waker, which more people like than they don't. The only reason they didn't like it at the time when it came out is because people, for some fucking reason, like, oh, it's too cartoony. It's not realistic like Ocarina of Time was. Cut the Ocarina of Time, everyone's made out of fucking pointy Lego pieces. Fucking stupid as shit. Why does Alan look like the Crow now? I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
because they released Skyward Sword instead of, I don't know, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Ocarina of Time triple pack like they should have.
Dude, we should watch The Crow together.
No,
I'd like to watch that. Yeah, me and you as buddies. Dude, okay, I know I've been making fun of you tonight, but like, you
as usual.
But I'm pretty cool, right?
No.
No.
You think Skyward Sword is good? We're not friends. Skyward Sword sucks. Breath of the Wild is pretty good. It's better than Skyward Sword, but it's really low on the list of good Zelda games.
Why are you so wrong, dude? You're wrong like all the fucking time.
Nah, the best Zelda game is Ocarina of Time. Second one, it goes Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and then Breath of the Wild. Skyward Sword's not an underrated classic. Go fuck yourself, Hollow Man. You know I haven't seen you in a while.
No, Hollow Man, I love you.
Underrated classic. It's an overrated piece of shit.
I disagree with you. But here's the thing, though. You know what I think, personally, Alan?
What's up?
I think that, tomorrow's going to be a good day. I'm going to come on stream. We're going to do a live stream of Nintendo Direct. And it's going to be fun. And honestly, dude, if you're invited, sir, if you're off work...
Well, I might be at work, depending on the fucking time.
But if you're able to make it here, buddy... It'll be 6 o'clock your time at night. You come.
Oh,
you
would
come
be.
Yeah, you come.
Are we doing this live? I don't want to be live. Going. This is like.
No. That's the thing. I want you to be live because I can. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can guarantee you, Mr. Birdman, that tomorrow we're gonna get Breath of the Wild 2, and maybe.
I mean, probably that game comes out next year. It makes sense that they give a trailer and a real release date.
And I want you to be happy. I want the stream to see you as a happy person because you're always angry. You're angry, Alan. Hashtag angry Alan. People in the chat.
I'm not gonna be happy.
Do it. Angry hashtag.
No. I'll only be happy that Nintendo Direct that they give me Wind Waker. They'll never give it to me, so nothing they'll give there will make.
Yeah, you have it. You have it anyways. You literally have it on the fucking on emulator. Just play it.
Yeah, and I played it on emulator. I want it on the goddamn Switch. I have the fucking Mario triple pack. Why don't I have a Zelda triple pack? Why does the Nintendo care about Legend of Zelda? They use it to sell the console every goddamn fucking time. 3 consoles in a row they use it to sell it. Why don't they give a shit about that franchise?
You know, I don't know, but they just, it's not like that's the only one they disrespected. They disrespected Donkey Kong and Mario in the same fucking year. But don't you say no one cares about fucking Donkey Kong and Mario, motherfucker.
I will, no,
Donkey Kong started the whole goddamn thing. This is what happens, because if you don't respect it, then they're not.
How many consoles was Donkey Kong directly responsible for selling?
No, well, it was like they had to build before the consoles even happened. So like they were building shit in arcade. They were building the name of Nintendo before fucking Nintendo even existed.
Donkey Kong barely had a game prior to even being on
console. They had Donkey Kong, the first Donkey Kong with Jumpman, a.k.a. Mario, dude.
Yeah,
like, they had that in arcade. Everyone's playing the fuck out of it. Tokens, quarters, fucking
that's a fucking mix of the two. It's not an actual Donkey Kong game because you're not playing as Donkey Kong. Second of all, how many consoles was Donkey Kong directly responsible for selling?
Super Nintendo, sir. Super Nintendo.
Directly? No, it was the Mario games.
Bull fucking shit. Just because it's a launch game? Just because it's a launch game. And people in the chat, F-Zero.
Yeah, that's called directly selling.
Thank you so much.
F-Zero, Nintendo hates F-Zero fans.
You don't even fucking like racing games.
Yeah, no, but Nintendo hates F-Zero fans. No, legitimately, they hate them. They go out of their way to talk shit to them and give them shit. Like, it's actually kind of, I would say it's funny, but at this point it's extremely disrespectful, but they hate F-Zero fans. Metroid Prime 4 is never coming out. We're gonna get like fucking...
We're getting Metroid Droid, or what's it called?
Metroid Dread, we're gonna get like 10 fucking minutes of that. And it's like, yeah, okay, cool. We'll get 10 minutes of the game. We know it's coming out in like fucking a couple weeks now. Like the 8th of it's either the 7th or the 8th of fucking October. But like, I love Metroid Prime. Like Metroid Prime 1 is fantastic. I never beat Metroid Prime 2, and Metroid Prime 3. It'd be nice to play it anywhere but the fucking Wii.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. The Crow says Metroid Droid is fine. Prime 4 can wait. Thank you very much.
Of course, it's gonna wait. They restarted development like last year.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. But the thing is, though, this call is actually going to end soon, believe it or not. Not like in 10 minutes soon, but like, I just thought, hey, we talked about all the topics and everything. I am fucking tired. I need to get shit done or whatever outside of the show. And yeah, we're going to save Freddy's Dead for another time. I only had it on there just in case. I'll eliminate that from the fucking, the thing, the description and everything. But in the meantime, though, Alan Shakespeare wanted to tell people where to find you and hear you talk about other things that might be more serious than, some fucking Donkey Kong shit.
Alrighty then, so you can follow me on Facebook. The MoveBot's going to do all the information, but be sure to check me out on the Metropolis. We did an Illuminati episode that should be up, but everyone else is continuing on their show, so be sure to drop a like on there so you know when the stuff goes to premiere. If you actually want to follow me on a different platform, you can follow me on Twitter, in which I'm currently fighting a Twitter war because I had the audacity to say, my opinion about what Daniel Craig said about, a woman shouldn't play James Bond. Basically, the same opinion I had on the fucking show, but watch a bunch of man-chillers tell me they should just make their own franchise. Funny, the white man telling people, the minorities, the women to make their own franchise, even though they will immediately not support it because fuck anything else that's not an established title. Fucking man-children.
He's mad.
No, it's just like every single fucking one is the same thing of like, they should just do their own thing. You don't.
No, I agree. They are assholes. Anyway. They are assholes.
Whenever Jordan Peele ever makes a movie, everyone's like, oh no, there should be white people in it. Why? You told them to make their own fucking thing. They did.
White is right, man. White is right.
Hey, this character's been around for 70 years, and it's been white men. What should we do to diversify the franchise? Make him a white guy.
Man.
Why
are you so mad all the time? You're always so mad.
This is some dumbass shit.
I love you, man.
I hate you all.
Peace out, everybody. Stay toasty. Have the chat. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
It's gonna suck.